I work with teenagers all across the country, and something that I am hearing a lot of recently is this is a lot. Everything that we're dealing with, everything that we feel powerless around, it just feels like a lot. Got all these big feelings. And so on this special episode of Feel Better, Do Better, I want to just give you or offer you some tools to help you take care of yourself during this difficult time. Yeah, big feelings, huh? I mean, big feelings from both adults and young people. But one thing I'm hearing a lot of is adults supporting other adults on how to deal with the things that they're feeling. But young people are aware of what's happening and often being left out of that conversation. If you are one of those people, this is the video for you. All right, so through all the work that I've been doing, I have been trying to figure out strategies that take care of us in a lot of different ways. And today I want to talk to you about three things. The first one is staying informed without being burnt out. The second one is how to deal with big feelings that are coming up. And the third one is the importance of staying connected. Stay informed, but create boundaries for yourself. This is so important because social media and the news is designed to keep you hooked, to keep you engaged. Every 20 minutes, there's something else horrible that happened. And so for me, I get stuck sometimes for hours just absorbing information. And like I just said, that's not good for our brains. Our brains are not meant to do that. But I also don't feel comfortable just not paying attention to what's happening. So I'll give myself a time limit and say for this hour, I'm gonna let myself absorb what's happening. Let myself take this in, and when that hour is done, I'm going to let myself continue to live my life because that is super, super important. All right, for my second one, this is a big one, so stick with me. When we feel big feelings, sometimes what happens is we identify with those feelings. So that looks like this. I'm angry. I am angry. That is who I am. That is a permanent thing. This is a part of my identity. Now, there's a difference if I say I'm feeling angry. You may not know this, but emotions are experiences that come and go. But a lot of times we get stuck identifying with it. I'm the angry person, or I'm always the person that's feeling sad, or I'm always the person that's let down. And so when we kind of make ourselves those identities, it's hard to shake it and it's hard to create space for all the other things that we are and all the other things that we're going to feel. So just that little shift, saying I'm feeling this versus I am this, gives us the space and the permission to say this is an experience and this will pass. This is not who I am all the time. Look, we are allowed to feel big emotions. We're allowed to feel unpleasant big emotions, but we don't have to become them. The last one is crucial. And this is one that I've been talking about a lot recently because I believe that a lot of our healing needs to be in community. And right now, what happens is if we isolate ourselves, it's really easy to get lost in everything. It's really easy to spiral. It's really easy to start drowning because and I want to remind you, that on top of everything going on that you may feel powerless around, you still have school and your future and your friendships and your relationships and your family dynamics. And you have all these things that you already have to deal with, right? And now you add on all this other stuff that maybe you feel like you can't do anything around it. If we sit with those feelings for a long time by ourselves, that can take a huge toll on us. And so I want to advocate, which means I want to yell from the top of the roof that community is important. Self-care is great. Community care is crucial. So staying in community, whatever that looks like for you, your community could be a group of friends that you feel safe with. And remember, you don't have to get with your group of friends and change the world or create a huge action plan to fix something. It can just be, these are people that I feel safe to talk to. These are people who are not going to invalidate my feelings. And I just need a space to be with people who see me. It could be your family. It could be a church group that you're connected to. It could be a leadership group that you're connected to. It could be an online community that you're a part of. But staying engaged with other people is really, really important during times like these, especially because we have tools like our phones and social media that really pull us away from it. They pull us away from those communities, but community care can really help take care of those feelings that come up. And most importantly for this one, sometimes when it's just me, I think it's just me. Let me explain that. Sometimes I'll be feeling something or going through an experience, and in my head, I say, well, I can't talk to anybody about this, or I don't know anyone that's gone through this, or I feel, like unhinged for even feeling this thing. And as soon as I do talk to someone else who you maybe didn't think was having that experience, and you hear that they're having that experience, it's easier to be kinder to ourselves, right? It's easier to not judge ourselves when we understand that we're not the only person that's feeling this. And so being in community can be a great way for you to practice self-compassion with yourself. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to feel frustrated and disappointed, but right now as an adult, I'll tell you this. When I talk to friends who I feel like I have to change my tone, or I have to kind of change how I'm feeling, or they're going to give me a little pat on the shoulder and say, it's okay, like don't stress out. Those aren't safe people. And that happened to me like 3 or 4 times this week. You all know I care about kids. And so obviously I'm concerned about what's happening in our country, and I'm concerned about young people. And I finally had a friend who I've known for years who just was there with me, didn't try to change how I felt, shared that they also felt this way. We both said that we kind of felt powerless, but we were in community together, and it helped me take some of that weight off my shoulders. As somebody that feels deeply, to the point where sometimes it can feel very isolating or frustrating, I want to say this. Having big feelings doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It means that you care. And right now, anybody that cares, I think, should be protected and supported in these tough feelings. So while you're caring, just make sure that you're also caring for yourselves. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who this community is because I haven't gotten to the place in my channel yet where people are super vocal and commenting and stuff. But if you're watching this, truly, I mean this, you're not alone. I'm here. I know that you may not know me personally, but I care about you, and I care about how you're doing, because my well-being, my health, my happiness is directly connected to yours. Not just me, but all of our well-being is connected to one another. So I want to continue doing this work with you. If other things come up, if you have any other questions about how to take care of yourself during this time, please leave them in the comments. Subscribe, follow, all that stuff. I'm getting better. It's a little language shift. I'm getting better at asking for those things, but stay connected and take care of yourselves.